So there she is, my little Orpera. We are in the new zone, the Emerald Dream. And here are the spells. I'm going to talk about this right part of the talent tree. Also, how beautiful is that guy. I love Torin. I thought for today's trigger I can play with my hair round or do finger fluttering. So a little bit different from the monk video. We'll just start with a riptide. I hope you can hear that. Riptide. Restorative waters wash over friendly target, healing them for 35,000, an additional 24,000 over 18 seconds. 2 charges max. Let's go for the left part first. Deluge. Healing wave, healing surge, and chain heal. Heal for an additional 20% on targets affected by your healing rain or riptide. Healing rain. Blanket the target's area in healing rains, restoring 32,000 health to up to 6 allies over 10 seconds. Now this talent is one of my favorite ones. It's the acid rain. It's so fun to use. Deal 8,000 nature damage every 1 sec to up to 6 enemies inside of your healing rain. That used to be in Torghast and Shadowlands, a spell you could choose, and it was so much fun. And when they made that a talent, I was so excited. But also, one down part, if the tank pulls them out of your healing rain, you lose a lot of damage. Wave Speaker's Blessing increases the duration of Riptide by 3 seconds. Primordial Wave. Blast your target with a Primordial Wave, healing them for 10,000 and apply Riptide to them. Your next healing wave will also hit all targets affected by your Riptide for 40% of normal healing. I also usually go that path. Well, I usually change depending on which dungeon, but I still have the talent tree settings for Season 2 dungeons. Improved Primordial Wave. Primordial Wave increased the healing done per your next healing wave by 13%. And we got the continuous waves, reduced the cooldown of Primordial Wave by 15 seconds, and tumbling waves. Primordial Wave has a 30% chance to not incur its cooldown. Alright, we've been here. Then we go Healing Wave. Healing Wave. An efficient wave of healing energy that restores 74,000 of a friendly target's health. Okay, I'm going to go row by row, otherwise I'll lose where I've been. There's a long one. Healing Stream Totem. Summons a totem at your feet for 15 seconds. That heals an injured party or raid member within 40 yards for 11,000 every 1.7 seconds. If you already know Cloudburst Totem, instead gain 1 additional charge of Cloudburst Totem. Maximum 2 charge. Which you can see here. It says a little 2 in the bottom corner. Oh, Stormkeeper. Stormkeeper is such a fun spell, combined with Ancestral Guidance, which we will read. We won't because it's on the shaman tree, which means all shamans can use it, not just restoration. Like this is just restoration only. This is for all the free shaman specs. Charge yourself with lightning, causing your next 2 lightning bolts or chain lightnings to deal 150% more damage and be instant cast. Resurgence. Your direct heal criticals. Refund a percentage of your maximum mana. 0.80% from healing wave. 0.48% from healing surge or riptide. And 0.20% from chain heal. I could have just said 0.8 and 0.2, but whatever. I really hope you can hear all the sounds. I don't know, it's going to be a gamble. If not, at least you get funny visuals. Tidal waves. Casting Riptide grants 2 stacks of tidal waves. Tidal waves reduce the cast time of your next healing wave or chain heal by 20%, or increases the critical effect chance of your next healing surge by 30%. So here we had the healing rain, and here we have the overflowing shores. Healing rain instantly restores 6,000 health to 6 allies within its area, and its radius increased by 2 yards. These are something else. So we hear it. Ancestral Vigor. Targets you heal with healing wave, healing surge, chain heal, or riptides. Initial health gain 10%, increased health for 10 seconds. Really nice to know about that one. Flash flood. Consuming tidal waves reduce the cast time of your next heal by 10%. Water Totem Mastery. Consuming tidal waves reduces the cooldown of your healing stream Cloud Burst. Of your healing stream, Cloud Burst, Healing Tide, Mana Tide, and Poison Cleansing Totems by 0.5 seconds. We're going to talk about the also often mentioned Cloud Burst Totem in a second. But first, here's the Living Stream. Healing Stream Totem heals for 10% more each time it ticks. Cloud Burst Totem is a really interesting and fun ability. I'll read it for you first, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. Replace a Healing Stream Totem. Summons a totem at your feet for 15 seconds that collects power from all of your healing spells. When the totem expires or dies, the stored power is released, healing all injured allies within 14 yards for 24% of all healing done while it was active, divided evenly among targets. Casting the spell a second time recalls the totem and releases the healing. This one is so much fun to use if you know when you need like a big burst of heal. I also have a weak aura that is telling me how long it's ticking and how much healing it's stored. And the color changes the higher the healing, of course. So we've been here at the Cloud Burst Totem. So we can go to Refreshing Waters. Your healing surge is 25% more effective on yourself than Master of the Elements. I also use a weak aura for that one, just for fun. Casting Lava Burst increase the damage or healing of your next nature or frost spell by 20%. It's just fun because it gives me like a visual and like a sound effect when it procs. And it procs all the time. Whenever I use Lava Burst, and it's just fun. I don't know why, it's one of the things my brain needs, because I like when there's a lot going on apparently. One of the most fun healing cooldowns in the entire game, Spirit Link Totem. I'll drop it for you because it's aesthetically just so pleasing. How beautiful. So beautiful. This one, by the way, this one really pretty. It's the defensive of shaman. So where were we? Summon a totem at the target location for 6 seconds, which reduces damage taken by all party and raid members within 10 yards by 10% immediately and every 1 second. The health of all affected players redistributed evenly. So as it says, Spirit Link, everyone who stands in the Spirit Link is sharing their HP. Flow of the Tides. Chain Heal bounces an additional time and casting Chain Heal on a target affected by Riptide consumes Riptide, increasing the healing of your Chain Heal by 30%. And we got Ancestral Reach. Chain Heal bounces an additional time and its healing is increased by 8%. So we're halfway done. We already had that. Since I decided to go like this first. Healing Tide Totem. Summons a totem at your feet for 10 seconds, which pulses every 1.7 seconds, healing all party or raid members within 40 yards or 7,000. Healing increased by 100% when not in a raid. Lava Surge. Your flame shock damage over time has a 15% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Lava Burst and cause your next Lava Burst to be instant. Really fun when that procs. Mana Tide Totem. Summons a totem at your feet for 8 seconds, granting 80% increased mana regeneration to allies within 20 yards. And we got a Torrent, increases the initial heal from Riptide by 10%. Earth Living Weapon. Imbue your weapon with the element of Earth for 1 hour. Your Riptide, Healing Wave, Healing Surge, and Chain Heal, healing a 20% chance to trigger Earth Living on the target, healing for 13,000 over 12 seconds. Ancestral Protection Totem. Summons a totem at the target location for 30 seconds. All allies within 20 yards of the totem gain 10% increased health. If an ally dies, the totem will be consumed to allow them to reincarnate with 20% health and mana. Cannot reincarnate an ally who dies to massive damage. This has 5-minute cooldown, by the way. Earthenwall Totem. Summons a totem at the target location with 600,000 health for 15 seconds. 4,000 damage from each attack against allies within 10 yards after totem is redirected to the totem. That's a nice one for raids. Here we got the Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem. After using Mana Tide Totem, the cast time and mana cost of Healing Wave and Chain Heal is reduced by 50% for 10 seconds. And Resonant Waters. Increases the duration of Mana Tide Totem by 4 seconds and increases its radius by 20 yards. Echo of the Elements. Riptide and Lava Bursts have an additional charge. Here we got Tide Turner. The lowest health target of Healing Tide Totem is healed for 30% more and receives 15% increased healing from you for 4 seconds. Our current control reduces the cooldown of healing tide totem by 30 seconds. Yeah, so this is linked to this 3-minute cooldown, which is pulsing. Before we continue, I just want to show how beautiful what Para totems look like. Where is it? Oh, I got placed there. We can go down and I'll show you here. This is like the slow totem. And look how beautiful it is. This one is blue. I should have Windrush. Windrush is white. I think they're beautiful. Alright, we had that. We had these two. Oh yeah. Undulation. Every third healing wave or healing surge heals for an additional 50%. And we got Unleash Life, which is a long one. Unleash element forces of life, healing a friendly target for 43,000 and increasing the effect of your next healing spell. Riptide, healing wave or healing surge, 35% increased healing. Chain heal, 15% increased healing and bounces to 1 additional target. Healing rain or downpour, affects 2 additional targets. Wellspring, 40% of all healing done is converted to an absorb effect. So we had this line as well. That means we continue with these 3 spells. Undercurrent. For each Riptide active on an ally, your heals are 0.5% more effective. Earth and Harmony. Your shield reduces damage taken by 6% and its healing is increased by 100% if the target is below 75% health. Ancestral Awakening. When you critically heal with your healing wave, healing surge or riptide, you summon an ancestral spirit to aid you, instantly healing the lowest percentage health friendly party or raid target within 40 yards for 10% of the amount healed. So I've been speaking about Earth Living Weapon, which gives you like a buff for 1 hour and can like proc and heal. And you can get improved Earth Living Weapon, which increases the healing of Earth Living by 20%. Earth Living always triggers on targets below 18%. Then we got Downpour. A burst of water at the target location heals up to 6 injured allies within 12 yards for 37,000. Cooldown increased by 5 seconds for each target effectively healed. Tidebringer is as well something that I track. I track a few things on my Restore Shaman. Every 8 seconds, the cast time of your next chain heal is reduced by 50%, and jump distance increased by 100%, maximum of 2 charges. So we only have like these few left. I'll start with Wellspring, which is something you use in raids if I'm not wrong. Creates a surge of water that flows forward, healing friendly targets in a white arc in front of you for 21,000. Deeply rooted elements. Casting Riptide has a 7% chance to activate Ascendance for 6 seconds. Transform into a water ascendant, duplicating all healing you deal at 80% effectiveness for 15 seconds and immediately healing for 140,000. Ascendant healing is distributed evenly among allies within 40 yards. Here we have the Ascendance that I just read out for you. It's a 3-minute cooldown, and I'll show you when we're done how it looks like, because you turn into this water Ascendant who looks a bit interesting. He looks cute. So the last 2 spells. Primal Tide Core. Every forecast of Riptide also applies Riptide to another friendly target near your Riptide target. I like the icon of it. I like the colors. High Tide. Every 100,000 mana you spend brings a High Tide, making your next 2 chain heals heal for an additional 10% and not reduce with each jump. This one I also track here. Because there was like in season 2, it was like really good to play it with it, so you had to keep. Or season 1, I think it was already season 1. So you kept like dead proc for very dangerous moments, and it was healing so much if you combined it with trinkets and all. Anyways, I'll show you the Ascendance. The cool thing about Shaman is that it can walk on water. Alright, let's see. That's a water Ascendant. Kinda cool. I generally think that Resto Shaman is the most aesthetical healer, because I just think water-based spells are beautiful. And then you have like this really cool lightning. Look at it. It's just so pretty. And you can cast when you walk. Anyway. Oh yeah, don't forget that you have Bloodlust, which is amazing, and that's my Elemental. So I wish you a wonderful day or night. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. Stay safe.